Welcome back to the So Far So Good podcast. My name is Christopher Coombs, and in front of me we kind of have...
Gaurav Khazanchi. He's absolutely right. Chris, would I be right in saying that this is kind of a special episode?
It's very special considering the circumstances. Now, the reason I say he's kind of in front of me because technically he is. We've had to resort to the good old video call for the So Far So Good podcast just due to worldly circumstances.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. We're trying to do our own part in, distance ourselves socially, but like Chris has told me one-on-one, nothing will stop us from continuing the So Far So Good podcast.
And that's one of the biggest things. So in Australia, there's been not really a lockdown, but a kind of stay home unless it's essential. And the first thing I got was a couple of messages saying, is the So Far So Good podcast going to continue? Because a lot of jobs, schools and all that kind of stuff has actually shut down as of time of recording. But I said, rest assured, we will continue. Nothing will stop us from doing our So Far So Good podcast each week. Unless we die, of course.
Yeah, but then I will just come and haunt the So Far So Good recording studios and we'll still try and record somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, we're actually having to record from our homes.
Yeah, so
we're not at the So Far So Good headquarters.
We are not. So if it sounds like we're in different rooms, it's because we actually are. But we've done whatever we can to make it as legitimate as possible. And look, I've got to say, so far so good.
That's right. It has worked quite well. Quite well.
Yeah.
Now, shall we kick it off with our usual introductory questions to each other?
Let's do that. And I'd like to go first, if you don't mind.
Yeah, all right. Go for it.
Okay, so look, I just thought of this considering the situations that, a lot of us Australians and world civilians are in. So I'm just wondering, because there'll be a lot of home cooking going on and whatnot, what would you say your best dish is that you are good at cooking?
That's literally the worst question you could have asked me.
No, because, look, I've got an answer for you because you've made me something before and I was I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't doubt you, but I was happy with what I got. So I'm wondering what you're going to say.
That's quite interesting. Well, look, I don't really cook much. I don't really cook at all. I would have to say...
Look, it can be as basic of a dish or as complex of a dish as you want.
Well, it's going to be quite basic. I actually cooked it this morning for 3 people, so I think... you could say I do cook in a way. Okay. But I have to go with the good old bacon and eggs breakfast.
Not bad at all. See, the thing that I was thinking that you've made me before personally is 2 things actually. So if you said either of them, I would have been happy. It was French toast and a grilled cheese sandwich.
Interesting. What do you mean by French toast exactly?
So French toast when, you dip it in the egg batter and then it's sweet and you fry it on the pan. You made me French toast before, bro.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think so.
You've definitely made me grilled cheese at least, and that was good.
Yeah, I would have made you, as we call it, a toasted cheese sandwich.
Toasted cheese sandwich, grilled cheese, either of the two, same thing. But
yeah, I'm pretty good at those. I'll say that. That was going to be my other guess, but I made a mean bacon and eggs this morning, so I went with that instead.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'd put them both on the same spectrum or similar spectrum, so good answer, I must say.
Yeah, not bad. All right, my question to you is, let's paint a picture here. Let's say it's a warm summer's day.
Okay.
All right, a beautiful summer's day. You're just sitting down to have lunch. Now, we've spoken about this before in terms of you'd love to have a Coke and pizza, I believe.
It's the best combination, is definitely what I said.
So I'm going to use the Coke as the example in this situation.
Okay.
In your dream scenario of this summer's day, Coke and pizza for lunch, is the Coke in a bottle or is the Coke in a can?
100% in a glass bottle, if those are my 2 options.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate your appreciation.
There's a lot of people out there that have been fighting me on this one. A lot of people are actually liking cans over bottles, which I just cannot even fathom.
Really? I mean,
I can't fathom that.
If it's from a can, I'd even prefer it to put it into a big glass.
Yeah, absolutely. I would totally agree with that.
I'm
without
glad
question.
we're on the same level here, and that's exactly what we're about. The So Far So Good podcast.
Yep.
Just having
Any
everything so far so good.
drink, any drink tastes better out of a glass bottle specifically.
Yeah, I think there's some sort of chemical properties in the glass that make the drink taste better. I mean, don't quote me on it. I'm not speaking scientifically. I'm speaking personally. Like, that's what I reckon. Maybe it's something like that.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Well, this should be quite a topical episode.
Yeah, look, it started off topically, so let's get into it. So far, so good.
So thank you guys once again for tuning in to the So Far So Good podcast on this lovely day. As every day is lovely, you know? That's just how life is.
Exactly, and what we aim to do here at the So Far So Good podcast is make the day even better, especially at these troubling times for some.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, we spoke last week about the beard situation. And I got to say, so far, not too bad for me.
I did get a glimpse of Chris's face through the cameras, and it's the longest I've seen his chin beard yet.
Yeah, it's actually growing pretty quickly. I've still kind of maintained the mustache and the neck as we were allowed, as I was allowed to in the rules.
Yeah, we did agree on that.
Yeah, but the beard itself is actually growing, and yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad.
Yep, definitely the longest I've seen it. So.
Yeah, and I believe that you have now done some sort of beard challenge yourself. Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
That is correct. So a few friends of mine in a group chat said, you know what, let's all just shave our beards, and we'll grow it back until we're all back at work and, you know, all offices reopen. Pretty much till it's all back to normal. And I said, yeah, sure. I said, yeah, sure, just on a whim. Just thinking, you know, these guys are talking nonsense. The next day, I got a picture sent to me from a friend in that group of his clean-shaven face. And I was like, well, that's it. I've put myself in this trap. And then they go, Gaurav, it's your turn. And I said, yeah, can I just not shave it until everything's back to normal? And they said, no, we all have to start from a clean slate. So I did it. I said, why not? I went and I shaved my whole beard, and we're all starting from a clean slate now.
Wow, that's awesome.
So let's see. It'll be the longest I would have left it going, because I'm assuming, look, this is not going to be a 1 week, 2 week situation. I'm assuming it'll be up to, you know, 3 or more months, let's say.
Yeah, I was thinking that too myself.
Yeah.
Have you got any rules in place?
There's no rules, but I've given myself a lot of leeway. So when it does start growing, so mine's mainly about the length. It's not shaving. It's just I'm not getting rid of my beard or maintaining my beard. All I'm going to maintain is the shape, because my shape is a bit messy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're kind of doing the same as me, really.
Pretty much the same as you. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty much the same rules that you've got set in.
So how long do you think it will take for you to actually catch up to me?
Well,
no doubt you will.
Yeah, look, let's give it in a couple of weeks. Let's review our beards, and we'll see if there's even a chance of me catching up or possibly overtaking you. At first, I was like, maybe I'll overtake Chris, but seeing your beard today, I'm like, it's pretty long. Your beard is pretty long now.
I can see you. I initially thought you could potentially take over me within a month, but now I'm thinking maybe 2.5 months. I reckon you'd actually catch up to
I'd
me.
have caught up. Okay, we'll keep it up to date, and we'll actually use rulers, and we can measure it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the length that you have yours right now is still longer than I've ever had it in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't had it that long. I think the longest I've had it is 1 centimeter.
1 centimeter? That's not that long.
It's not very long, no. I really hate the irritation stage. The longer it grows, the more irritated it gets. But I've got, you know, beard oil remedies and whatnot to use these times, so I have faith.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Well, we will track the progress and see how it goes, I suppose.
Exactly right. So far, so good.
Now, we are essentially in, I guess, moderate isolation.
That's right.
Would that be about what we would say?
Yeah, I'd call it moderate isolation. We can't go out unless absolutely necessary, or we shouldn't. There are people breaking the rules here and there, but we're not about that life. We're trying to do our part in flattening the curve, as everyone's saying.
Or flattening the earth, as it always is.
As it always is for Chris, that's for sure.
Now, in saying that, I wanted to sort of bring it up with you and see what your plans are, or you've sort of done so far in terms of isolation. So let's say, what have you done so far, and how long's it been for you?
Okay. I will tell you, I will answer that question, but I really want to swoop this in and just give you a round of applause, because do you remember all the questions you've asked me, the intro questions you've asked me in the past? Things like, what's one thing you would do, or if you only had one choice for the rest of your life, blah, blah, blah. That information...
It's almost coming true.
All that information has suddenly become very valuable. So well done, man. Round of applause for you. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, now to answer your actual question. My plans. I've got a lot of productive plans and also a lot of non-productive plans, as you'd say. So what my productive plans were, it's just things that it's those tasks that you never get around to doing. So one of the biggest ones that I thought this is a perfect time to do this is purging my closet. So getting rid of all the old clothes that I don't need or don't use and just giving them to charity.
Did you say purging?
Purging, yeah, that's the word that is used.
Can I just stop you there for a second? I watched that movie, The Purge.
Oh my god, did you?
Yeah, I did.
I can't believe it. We only talked about that Can I just say...
I actually did.
I'll get to this later, but I'm so impressed. What did you think? Was it The Purge, the first one that was made?
It was... It had the guy from Gattaca in it.
Yep, Ethan Hawke.
Is that the original one?
That's the original one, yeah. What were your thoughts?
Do you want me to just tell you, if I liked it or not?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I've got to say, I was fairly disappointed. I'm not going to lie. The idea for the movie is just such a cool concept in terms of. So the entire concept of the movie and the idea and where you could go with the idea, it actually had it had so much potential, but the movie itself just seemed like the storyline just dropped, and it was all obviously filmed in one location, so it was obviously a very low budget. I was just disappointed because with that idea they could have made such a crazy movie.
Bro, I'll tell you what, the first time I heard about The Purge and it was shown to me, I was on the exact same level. Great idea. I'd say low budgetly executed, but there's about 5 or I don't know, less or more. There's a few more Purge movies which I have not seen, but I'm assuming they're a bit better, or because people have said really good things about some of them. So there's one called The Purge Anarchy. I think the newest one is called The First Purge, which will be really interesting. But look, after that first one, it got a lot of reception, got good reception. So I have hopes for the other Purges. I mean, look, if anyone else has seen them and has more to say about them, let us know on So Far So Good Podcast on Instagram at So Far So Good Podcast.
Yeah, 100%. And when you actually told me the idea on the podcast, the idea of the movie, what it was about, I was actually really excited to watch it. And I would say the first half an hour was good, and then it just kind of didn't go anywhere. So
I totally agree.
What I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
But
what
then I
saying,
looked at the reviews, and then IMDb, it was about 5.7 or something, and I was like, yeah, okay. It wasn't just me then. But I gotta say, I reckon we should watch the other ones and see where they went with the idea. Yeah,
let's watch the other ones. Let's watch it in order. Let's say it's a perfect time to do it, and we can talk about it next step.
I like it. Sounds good. Done. Sounds good.
So look, that was one of my main things. Purging my closet, which I have not yet done.
Purging your closet.
Yeah. So getting rid of all those clothes. You really had to use that
word, didn't you?
I'm telling you, that's what it's how people describe getting rid of the old clothes in their closet or anything old in your house. Purging. So I've got to still do that, and I'm actually excited to do it because I'll get a lot more space. Another thing, I did want to stay active somehow. I know all the gyms are closed, so my plans, as discussed a few episodes...
Oh no, you can't. How are you going to continue to not go to the gym?
I mean, I'm telling you, a few episodes ago we talked about me going back to the gym, and I was so excited to do it. So I'm pretty sad.
And now you're so relieved.
I know. It's a whole new stream of jokes for me now. But I'm telling you, I was gonna get back into it.
What's your plan for exercise now?
So my plans were, I have a bicycle, by the way. So I wanted to start, which you returned to me only recently. I want to, go for some solo bicycle rides and just get some exercise in.
Okay, so here's a question. Are we allowed to go on a bicycle ride together?
So
if I'm riding in front of you or whatever,
yeah,
technically that should be fine, right?
well, I had a good idea. We both go on a bicycle ride, but we stay at opposite ends of the road, as in different ends of the street. So I'll be on this street, and if you cross the road, you'll be right there, but we'll be going in the same direction. We'll be about, 10 meters away from each other, so it'll be pretty solid.
I like it. And we can always wear, like, those face masks. Not face masks. Do you know those masks that we have?
The face shields.
They're kind of like face shields, yeah. They're called buffs.
Are they called buffs, are they? I never knew that.
They're called buffs. Well, in Survivor, they call them buffs.
Of course, literally everything for Chris relates to Survivor. Oh, I don't know how.
So they're basically they're basically a Survivor buff. So yeah, you can sort of just like have that around your mouth, I guess.
Yeah.
Around the majority of your face,
and maybe
so it just covers you.
Yeah, just stay covered, stay safe. So I reckon we should do that.
Yeah.
I've actually already gone for one bike ride, so I'm impressed with myself.
Wow, you went without me.
Yeah. I mean, I took the bike out. I thought, let's go for a little ride. And I'm talking bicycles, so you actually have to pedal to make it move, not rev the accelerator.
All right, well we'll sort this out because I'll now that I've got short hair again, it's so much easier to put on a helmet. I'm telling you now, the life changes of having short hair. It's been astronomical.
Yeah, that actually reminds me of the story. When I did my license test for my motorbike, the instructor told us, probably get a haircut before you buy a helmet. She knew one guy that had dreadlocks. He went from an extra large helmet size to a medium after cutting off his dreadlocks.
Wow.
And helmets are not
insane.
cheap. They're so expensive. So,
yeah,
poor guy.
that's crazy.
So either never cut your hair
you're gonna do some bicycle rides. What else are you planning to do?
Okay, so it's actually a funny story. I decided to start purging my emails. So my email inbox.
Finally.
Okay, so I began.
I've been telling you this for so long.
I know, we've discussed this a few episodes ago. So I started deleting stuff. I started unsubscribing to stuff. But do you know what is kind of annoying? I unsubscribe, right? I go all the way down to the bottom. I click unsubscribe. It opens up unsubscribe settings. I say, stop sending me all emails because of whatever reason. Then, 25 seconds later, I get an email from them saying, you have successfully unsubscribed. But I don't want that email. That happens 50% of the time. Now there's another email I have to delete. So because of that annoyance, I put it on a pause. I put the purging my inbox on a pause.
Nah, just keep doing it.
I will continue to do it. I will continue to do it. But look, there's plenty of time to get through it all. So that's good. Another thing.
Yeah. Nah, definitely do it because once you get it all done, it's life changing. I only get an email I only get one email every couple of days now, whereas I used to get really 20 per day.
Yeah. Okay, I know. I've got it. There was a time when I was on top of my emails, but look, it was just, I'll get there and it'll be a happy day. It'll be a happy day. Okay. Another thing is gaming. So I'm heavily back into video games, which is very, very fun, I must say.
Yep.
So just playing online games. I got this new one called Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not very good, but it is fun. And it's just more of the fact that people are now a lot freer to play online games. So that is a big plus. Chris, I reckon this is the perfect time for you to get back into games.
What games, though? Because I don't have the consoles that you have.
Well,
that's the issue.
You got a PC, right?
I mean, I've unplugged it and all that stuff, but I could put it back up.
Well, I tried to convince you to get a Switch because the new Pokemon is out.
Yeah, I did want to get a Switch, but how much are they? About $400, aren't they?
Something like that. But you know what? The Switches have sold out almost everywhere.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's the times we are living in at the moment. And they released a new Animal Crossing, which apparently is extremely popular. Didn't know about that until this year.
Can't you play that on your phone?
Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
You can.
Or is that only on Switch?
No, it's a Nintendo game. I don't know if they brought out a phone version, because I know they brought out a Mario Kart for mobile phone. Have you seen that?
No, but I can imagine it not being very user friendly.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't.
It's just too hard. The controls on the phone. It's yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, I've got a Switch, so I don't need to get it on the phone. But look,
I've got to say, I did pull out my old Nintendo DS yesterday. I was playing Mario Kart.
oh, well done, man. I've got that too, so I can
Yeah.
still play online if the servers are still running.
Mm.
So look, great time for you to get back into it. I highly recommend. Also, you know what? This is another great time for you to watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but again, I do want to watch Lord of the Rings with someone. I can't do it by myself. I just can't bring myself to do it.
I mean, like, you watched The Purge, which I recommended, last week, but you're not watching Lord of the Rings, which I've recommended for my whole life.
Well, the thing was, The Purge was just randomly on TV, and this was actually a couple of weeks ago when I was with people, and
Okay, yeah.
we all decided, oh, let's just watch it.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason for that. Yeah,
Fair
I don't
call,
know.
understandable.
I do want to watch Lord of the Rings, but it's gonna have to come down to situation.
Okay, fair call. But it's a perfect time to do it. It'll kill 12 hours for you, man. I'm telling you. And look, one of the other productive things to do is just fixing stuff around the house. There's always stuff to fix that there's never time for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
What about yourself? What is on your list during ISO?
Well, I haven't made too much of a list because in terms of my work, I'm actually still working.
Oh, well done.
So I technically still have the same amount of free time as I did before. The only differences now is that I can't go to the gym. There's obviously no sport, so no basketball for me. And then I
That's true.
also can't, I guess, meet up with other people. So essentially, I've got work, then I've got my 1 hour of activity that I'm allocated, 1 hour outdoors, which I've actually been using.
Yeah.
The last week I went for a run every single night.
Whoa!
So I've used that.
Actually, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I've been walking the dog long walks every day.
Yeah.
So
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's great.
You're allowed your 1 hour activity. You can't stay indoors 24/7. Simple as that.
No, yeah, not at all.
So I do have obviously more free time. So far I've been catching up on. I was actually one season behind on the American Survivor. So
Oh.
I got that started.
I mean, you're the last person I'd expect to
also-
be behind in Survivor. But look, these things happen. These things happen.
I know, but we've been stuck into the Australian one, so we've been watching that. But now, because of all the spare time, I've gone to watch this American one. Now the other thing was, I did pull out my old Nintendo DS and play a bit of Mario Kart.
So it seems that you are open to the idea of getting back into video games.
I mean, I'm open to the idea just because I just don't have anything else that I could. I mean, there's these other things I could do, but I feel like with all this happening, it's an excuse to say, all right, let's just chill out and
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's a good
Don't
time
have
for us
to be
to
productive.
get back into MapleStory again as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
I mean, we may as
I was
well.
thinking
We
that.
may as well.
Yeah, 100%. And we can kind of set up a video chat whilst we're playing, I suppose.
Yeah.
That'd be a bit of fun.
Actually, that reminds me. Have you heard of this app called House Party?
Yeah, I've been using it.
Yeah, same. I reckon it's gotten at least 10 million downloads in these recent times. It's a great app.
Yeah. They are going to be rolling in it
Yes.
at the moment.
So it's like a video chat app, but it's got these inbuilt games that you can play with everyone. So really good app. I highly recommend.
It is a good app. Aside from the games, I don't actually see it being any different to any other video chatting.
No. Well, that's what
app.
makes it
That's
so
the only
good.
thing.
Just the games. I mean, it cuts out you having to set up a...
It's only got the 4 games. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Once
true.
you play those 4 games, you're like, yeah, well, cool.
Yeah, fair call. But look, 4 is better than nothing.
Yeah. So we shall see what happens going forward in terms of isolation and what we can do and what not.
Yeah,
Now, I
exactly
did
right.
want to. Have you been seeing a lot of these things on social media where people are posting riddles for you to answer?
Oh man, don't get me started. I fall
I've
for the
seen you
trap.
post a few as well.
I fall for it every time. I mean, I'll tell you a story. I've seen these before, right, in my everyday life. But because I've seen it recently and it's hashtagged quarantine games, I'm like, you know what, let's just give it a shot. The only
Yeah,
reason I don't
100%.
usually play it is because if you get it wrong, you have to repost. And I don't want to just repost it. Just because, firstly, you're showing everyone you lost. Secondly,
That's
if
actually
I'm
the worst
posting
part.
something on my story, like, I don't want to always post a riddle up. But it's okay. For the good of the system, I did it. Uh, and you've actually been responding to some of mine, but I only recently found out through you that you're not actually reposting any of it. It's the one rule. You just have to repost it. Because you haven't got one right. I mean, you have not got one right. Should we give a spoiler? Should we?
I've entered two of yours and I got both wrong.
And I'm like, are you reposting? You're like, nah, I just do it for the fun. It's not,
Yeah, just to
it's not
participate.
it's not how it works. It made me mad that I got to admit, I answered a third one, so I got two wrong. I answered a third one, and this one is by far the dumbest. It made me so angry. I was like, nah, there's no chance I'm reposting that. Not because I got it wrong, but because I don't want to be the one explaining to everyone else who gets it wrong the dumbest answer in the world.
Yeah.
So that's
I
the
agree.
reason. And I'm openly admitting, look, if it's a decent riddle, I will happily repost it if I got it wrong. But this one was particularly dumb. Like, come on. That is so dumb.
Which one is it?
Oh man, I don't know if I can say it because it'll be a bit of a spoiler and then it'll ruin it for everyone else. So I'm not going to say
Alright,
it. I'm not going to say
should
it.
we post it on our story then? On the So Far So Good story.
Okay, you know what? Maybe that'll make me feel a bit better by not reposting it. I'll
Yeah.
find it up. I'll find it. I'll post it on the So Far So Good story. I mean, we will. And then you can all have a look of this dumb riddle. I mean,
Yeah.
it's... Okay, so stay tuned on at So Far So Good podcast on Instagram, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. But I do like I like that people are actually doing it now. Like normally, as you were saying, I would never even respond. Like it's just whatever. But because it's hashtag quarantine game, like we're all missing something. We're all bored in some way. So it's good to get around it, as they say.
Yeah. And look, I've got to say, as hard as it can get, it's probably the best time to have to be in isolation or something because technology is just so far. We have
Yeah,
so
could you
many
imagine
options.
this 20 years ago?
Oh, just imagine. Just imagine.
That would be
it'd
horrendous.
difficult. So, look, I've got to say, it is what it is, but it's a good... It's got to make the best of it, you know?
That's right. Now, speaking of quarantine games, I saw one posted on Facebook where it's 16 questions and you have to answer those 16 questions. Alright, so I thought with these 16 questions, we could do it as sort of like a rapid fire round where I ask you the
Ooh.
questions and you repeat them back to me. Let's say you get 5 seconds to answer each question.
Okay, so rapid fire round for Gaurav Khazanchi. Okay, done. Should I put some hectic, intense background music?
Yeah, like super intense.
Okay, ready. Okay, let's go for it.
Oh, okay. Yep. I like this track. This works. This works. This works.
Alright,
All
let's
right,
go.
Gaurav Khazanchi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, question number 1. If you won $1 million right now, what would you buy?
Okay, I'll go logical. I'll go house and a car, and I'll put the rest in investments, and I'll live off the interest.
I don't think that you'll be able to live off that, but if you can, that's legit. All right, next question. How long does it take for you to get to America? So from your house right now, so you gotta, get in the taxi, get it on, wait at the airport, blah, blah. How long will it take from now till when you arrive in America?
Okay, let's all in all, let's say a day and a half.
Ooh, yeah, potentially.
Yeah,
Could do it a bit quicker.
There's like a right.
I would have said about 19, 20 hours or something.
Oh yeah. Well, you've been there before for a weekend, so you'd know.
Yeah, that's right. All All right, next question. Now, this is definitely for kids. Question number 3 is, what does mummy always say to you?
Have you eaten?
Classic. Actually, always says that to me when I come over as well.
That's true, bro.
Love
It is what it is. That's how we do it.
That's right. All right, question number 4. What job would you like to do when you're older?
I'm going to say pilot.
Oh, yeah, very nice. You like planes, you like flying, all that stuff?
Yeah, man. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll buy a plane with $1 million. Forget the house and the car. I can buy 5 planes with that money.
Yeah, done. Oh, let's buy 4 planes. Keep some money for fuel and we can just fly around forever.
Done. That's all we need.
All right, question number 5. What is the capital of Australia?
Oh, for sure, Canberra.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
I think so, actually. Yeah.
All right, number 6. This is definitely for kids, but where do babies come from?
Mummy and daddy.
Yep, I would say so.
Yeah.
Question number 7. At what age do you become an adult?
21 for sure.
21, not 18?
Nah, man. 18 is just when you get adult benefits. 21 is when you're an actual adult.
Yeah, that's true. 18, you're still, immature kid. Just
Exactly,
doing stupid
bro.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
All right. Question number 8. If you could change one rule in your family house, what would that rule be?
I'm going to say allowed to put the volume on maximum.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Got to go all out.
Parties, watching movies.
Yeah, exactly right.
Hell yeah. I like it. Okay, question number 9. If you could be a superhero, what superpower would you want?
Teleportation for sure.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Thought about that one.
So would you be teleport man or telly man?
No. Let's go with Telly Man. I like that.
Nice. All right. Question number 10. What would you do if you could to save the planet?
End world hunger? Is that what you mean?
Yeah?
Yeah? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Cool.
It's your interpretation.
Yeah, done.
I like it. Question number 11. If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? We've done this before. What would it be?
Cheese? Let's say cheese.
You're kidding.
Okay, can I give you like a dish?
I'd prefer that because
Okay.
I don't want you eating cheese for the rest of your life.
I'll go with paneer makhani and garlic naan.
He still picks cheese.
I mean, it's technically a cheese, but it's not just like a block of cheese. It's an actual curry dish.
Oh, come on. You could have picked anything. You could have had like Nando's peri peri chips.
Nah, I'm sticking by paneer makhani and garlic naan.
Garlic naan.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The garlic naan saves the dish. I couldn't eat cheese for the rest of my life. I just could not.
It's not just cheese, but I could also do it. It's just because you don't like it, man. It's okay.
All right, question number 12. How much does a house cost?
Oh, like $500,000 these days.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Question number 13. Why do you think we should be nice to other people?
Because the world is a better place when we are.
Wow, that is deep.
Yeah, maybe it's not for kids after all.
That is as deep as the flat ocean.
It's always a flat earth or survivor with Chris.
Absolutely. That's how life goes, It's the circle of life, as they say.
That's true.
Okay, question number 14. What does love mean?
Love means trust, happiness. Love means everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Deep once again. I'd
Everything.
say. Love everything. Love is everything.
Everything.
What is the world without love?
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you.
Loveless,
Love,
I suppose.
Absolutely.
All right, question number 15. What are you scared of?
Fear itself.
Come on.
Fine. Stock standard, like big ugly spiders.
Okay, what breed of spider?
Like a giant huntsman or tarantula. Like, just anything that makes me cringe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I feel that. Tarantula. Could say
Yeah,
that.
Thank you.
I like it. All right, question number 16 and the final question. What is the most important thing to you?
Friends and family.
Really? Not the So Far So Good podcast?
Dude, come on, man. Priorities. But the So Far So Good does come under family. That's what it is. So Far So
Absolutely.
Family.
That's right. And all our soft souls, loyal listeners, even general listeners, you are still family to us.
Yep, you are part of the So Far So Family, guys. We love you all.
That's right, that's right. So yeah, thank you guys once again for tuning in. Quite a topical episode considering the situation at hand.
Yeah, look, for once...
we're having... we're having to record remotely, so
Yep.
hopefully this turns out well, and hopefully you guys still enjoy the podcast as usual.
Yep, we're keeping it going just for you guys, our loyal listeners, our general listeners, our casual listeners, and our soft souls. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully this can make your isolation or quarantine or social distancing easier. This is why we are here for you and why we do the SFSG pod.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we said, we will be doing this every single week, no matter what happens. We will be uploading on the So Far So Good podcast. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Get on our Instagram. We'll be posting up potentially that riddle we were talking about earlier.
That's right, on our story.
And also, if you have any interesting ways to overcome the boredom of isolation through this tough time, please send them through to us. We'd love to discuss on the podcast and share with everyone else. And if you have any other questions you want us to ask each other as well, put that through on our Instagram at So Far So Good Podcast. And once again, thank you guys for tuning in. We will catch you next week on the So Far So Good Podcast.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We'll just leave it recording.
Yeah, have you paused yours?
Nah.
Nah, I haven't paused mine. Okay, we'll keep going.
Keep it going.
Yep. Wait, what are we starting with? Isolation talks?
I think we're starting... We'll kind of like just quickly review it, and then we'll talk isolation.
Alright, we'll review it, and then, wait, we'll do the beard stuff first.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yep,
okay.
Review it, and then beard
I'm
stuff.
going to hit it. Alright, ready?
Go for it.
It's just such a like cool concept in terms of what you could do with that as an idea. And...
Hold up. I accidentally dropped an empty
What the
water
hell
bottle.
was that?
I dropped an empty water bottle.
Shall I continue? Alright, so I thought with these 16 questions,
Wait,
I thought
hold
we would
up.
do like
Is your laptop on mute?
Oh, I just muted it.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's better now, yeah. Okay, go for it.
Alright, so question number 2. How long does it take to get to America? So, hang on.
Wait, your laptop.
Need me my laptop, yeah.